I'm Brittany Lassen. I'm the Accounts Payable Supervisor with Encore Vet Group, located right outside of Saratoga Springs, New York. I oversee all of the accounts payables from start to finish for all the locations. I reconcile statements, I maintain the vendor relations. I originally started my career in veterinary medicine down in South Florida at the Coral Springs Animal Hospital. Was there up until their acquisition by Encore Vet Group in 2021, and then was offered a position at the corporate office and took that, and I've been there since 2022 with Encore. We're encroaching, I think, on 2 years now. In the beginning, we had a full-time coding team of 4 full-time people. Their jobs consisted solely of the manual, cumbersome process of coding invoices. We were kind of stuck in prehistoric times. The way that invoices would make their way to our department was, across the board, many different fashions. We would get batches of PDFs. We would get mailed copies, and we'd get all different kinds. Quadient was introduced to me by my counterpart, a colleague that I work closely with. The goal was to bring in an AP automation software across a reorg that we had in our department to be able to do more with less, being able to effectively take out the manual aspects of the process. My first impression was how incredibly user-friendly it was. It is extremely easy to use. The support and the training was all there at the forefront. Definitely user-friendly. My job has been able to completely transform. I've really been looking forward to expanding my knowledge, being able to grow in my role. I was kind of trapped inside that manual process of the invoice, the process. This has allowed me to expand outside of that, being able to process the volume of invoices with our part-time employees allows me to expand in my role, being able to focus on more value-added tasks within our department. The possibilities and the doors that have been opened are probably only possible with the AP automation being brought into the department, allowing me to grow and to take on more interesting and challenging parts of the process outside of AP, allowing me to collaborate with the finance team and doing a little bit more of what I ultimately would like to do. I would love to be able to dive more into reconciliations and to get more into journal entries and more back-end basic accounting. Being, the AP part is not as, it's important, it needs to be done, it's a huge part of the business, but I would like something a little bit more challenging. In the beginning, it's been a lot of kind of coaching and training, being able to make processes more efficient. I've been able to focus on bottlenecks and figuring out where the gaps are based on where we might see the company grow in the next year or so. I'm hoping that that'll continue to evolve, and I'll be able to bring my skill set outside of AP and grow even more. Quadient's changed almost everything. We were, like I said, a pretty large team to begin with, and cut almost more than half, which pre-Quadient was a lot. It was a lot of work trying to complete the same tasks with not as many hands on deck. Bringing Quadient in has allowed me to get back to a work-life balance, be able to sign off at the end of the day and be with my kids at 100%. This is going to sound really minimal, but I'm a remote employee. I have 2 young kids, but one of my favorite things is getting my daughter off the bus. That for me is, I'm gonna cry. It's important. That for me, being able to be there when my kids are either sick or just have gymnastics, something like that. Being able to have everything in one centralized location. I can take my job to the parking lot at Taekwondo. I can manage my workload more effectively. I would love to implement the bill pay platform, having one centralized location that allows our practice managers to have the payment information, the invoice information, everything at their fingertips whenever they need it, allowing me to be able to focus on other things, not having to be here's a copy of an invoice or here's how it was paid. Everything will be right there. Being able to minimize some of the systems that we're currently using, so I'm not bouncing between platform and platform. The integration between the systems being all aligned, I think will be huge for our company. Right now, it's scattered between a couple different platforms. There's a little bit of a disconnect between where the bills get paid out of. We have a third-party payment processor that handles all of the bill pay. But that's a lot of manual aspect to that piece too. It's loading all the vendors, reaching out for ACH information, trying to get switched over from paper mail over to either a virtual card or ACH. Being able to bring Quadient in as a partner in that situation will take a huge load off of us and our team as well, with the reaching out and the vendor aspect of that being maintained by Quadient and by the bill pay. Could be another huge step in the right direction for us. The partnership is extremely personal. We have a dedicated customer success manager that has graciously set up bi-weekly calls with us. We are made to feel as a top priority all the time. He's extremely responsive and apt at finding solutions to pretty much anything we throw at him. Travis is absolutely wonderful. He has gotten us through quite a few hoops that we weren't even sure had solutions to, and if there wasn't a solution, if it's reasonable, we'll figure it out. We'll find a way to get it accomplished. So the relationship is, like I said, extremely personable, and it's the best part, I think, so far. User-friendly, responsive, and proactive. I think it's and dynamic. If I want to throw in one more too. The product is so dynamic, and it can be tweaked and alternated, changed for how we do our business, and somebody down the road may do theirs completely different, and just being able to adapt. The openness to push the boundaries. It's a system that is robust and can be adapted to just be able to use it to its full potential. And as soon as I feel like I've gotten my head wrapped around something, there's something else that I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that was an option. And this takes this off of my plate. Being able to one less thing I've got to worry about in my day. We've got that now, so it's adaptable.